You have to get in the trenches that you don't want to get into. And what's interesting is, and what's surprising is, so often when you get into it, you realize this isn't that bad. This really isn't that bad when you get into the weeds of it. Because you have to take that first step to really start to do that. You know, for me, I didn't start as a great copywriter or a paid media buyer or an email marketer or understand how to use a web page builder. I had no clue until I did it. And the first time I did it was the worst time I did it. I didn't know how to hire people, how to find top-notch talent like I believe that we have on our team today. I didn't learn any of that stuff until I first did it. You know, I don't know if anyone has listened, and I know you all listen to my podcast religiously, but I don't know, has anyone listened to the first podcast I did? Or have you seen the first video that I posted 10 years ago? It looks nothing like what we're doing right now. The confidence level and the skill set that I have right now looks nothing like it looked back even 7 months ago or 8 months ago for the very first podcast that we released. It was a constant source of refinement and refinement and refinement. You know, in Proverbs it says, iron sharpens iron. You know, my team, the group, myself, we are that iron for you. We want to sharpen you, but it's iron sharpens iron. You have to go the other way. We have to go this way. And so we want to be there for you. We want to be that part of that for you. You know, I remember attending a mastermind in California with a guy named Perry Marshall, probably 5 or 6 years ago. And he said something that was so simple. He said, if you want to change your trajectory, change your environment. And I've heard things like this before. I had heard them for years, but it was when he said it like that, it just stuck with me. And I literally remember that to this day. If you want to change your trajectory, change your environment. If you want to change the trajectory of your life, of your business, of your family, you need to change your environment. And this community is that environment. But you have to get into that environment. You have to commit to that process when it sucks and when things don't go well and the audience lab doesn't convert how you want it to convert. Because no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to say, okay, I'm gonna take over your campaigns. I'm gonna take over all your marketing and make this really win. You have to lead you before you can expect your brand to really go. Because if you can't lead you, if you can't be disciplined in those things, how can you expect your current team or your future team to be able to do that? How can you expect your business to grow in the way you want it to if you're not willing to put in the work necessary for that to happen? And so what I wanna do is I wanna challenge you to remember that why. You know, that spark, that excitement and that fire deep inside of you that when you first had that idea for the business that you have, why? You know, what caused you to think like that? Like for me, it was because I not only wanted financial freedom, but I wanted time for my family. I wanted time for my church, for my community, so I could say yes to unplugged vacations and no to work-loaded vacations. So I could say, thank God it's Monday and not thank God it's Friday. So I challenge you to say, what is that why for me? Like, what is that spark that initiated why I do what I do today? And then persevere.